Hi guys, this is Kofi Majuri with another C programming tutorial at CAT. So we have got this question we wanna answer, which is saying write a program to swap two numbers without using a third variable, 10 marks. So please don't get confused with this 10 marks. It's a very simple question. We're just going to be solving this very simple. If you have done bubble sort before or quick sort, you might know that when you want to swap the two values in array or in just variables, use a third variable. So if you know that, you could skip this video to the timeline where we will start answering this part. So first I just wanna make those guys who haven't done this catch up. So I'll teach you on how to do this using a third variable first. So let's jump into my IDE. So I'm using code blocks for the IDE. If you have got Dev C++ or you have got Visual Studio, you'll be fine. Or if you have got Sublime Text, I think it works also fine. So let's just jump into this. But first I want to teach you on how to use a third variable. So first I'll just create some variables here to store my variables. So the third variable that I'm going to be using, I'll just call it temp, and I could have just called it like temporary memory location. It's a long name, right? So I'll just call it temp to shorten that. And I think to be on the safe side, we could just print this, and so I will say num1, then print the value of num1. And I think I'll also need a new line here so that I don't want to come back num1. Okay, Control D for duplicating, and this is now num2, right? And num2, let me assign values to these variables. So I could say like on num1 I've got 13, and on num2 I could just put 20. So you could call these variables whatever name that you want, and also you could put whatever value that you want in these variables. It's up to you, but just make sure that we are on the same page here. The most important thing is the algorithm. The values, the names, they do not matter. So first let me just run this and see what will come up with. So we just having our initial values 13 and 20, right? So I think to be on the safe side, I think I'll just also have to leave this these initial values before swapping and after swapping. So Control D for duplicating again, and printf. Don't get confused with these small stars that you see. I'm just trying to separate here. After swap. Okay, so these values are before swap, so the after swap values, I'll just put them down here. Just put them down here. And now we haven't swapped anything, but oh, I didn't close this, sorry about that. And I need a new line here after the swapping num, and let me close this first. Okay, so this is before swapping and this is after swapping. So we wanna keep on tracking our values so that we'll be still on the same page here. And let me zoom this up a little bit. Okay, now for the swapping part. So the first thing I wanna do, okay, so before that, let me just cut this out because there are just too many things here. So I just pressed Ctrl X for cutting so that I have some space here to explain what I want to explain here. So the first thing I want to explain is that if I overwrite num1 with the value of num2 and then print that, it will just work, right? So see what I want to say. So if I just say num1 is equals to num2, and we're still printing out our values down here, and print that. So we have got now num1 has got the value of num2, but then if we come back and say now we want the value of num1, and we will say num2 is equals to num1, right, and print out that, it will not work. Why? Because now already num1 is now 20, and if we want to now print out the 13 value, it have been overwritten, so it does no longer. Is that a good English? I will need some penalties, a red card for my bad English there. Okay, so I was saying now num1's value was overwritten with the num2 value, which was 20. So now if you want to overwrite num2 with the value of num1, we just get the same thing, so it will not work. That's where the third variable will come. So to do this now, the overwriting of the first now is, let me just remove everything. Okay, so if you wanna overwrite using the overwriting method, the first thing we will do is that we will store the value of any variable that you wanna first overwrite into the temporary memory location. So let's say I will overwrite num1 first, so I'll put that value in num1 in a temporary memory location, right? Then I'll overwrite num1 freely, knowing that the value of num1 is stored in a temporary memory location. So num1 is now equals to num2. Alright, then let me print out that. So we're still at that same position, but then let me print duplicate. So Ctrl D for duplicating once more, and let me print the value of temp here so that you see what is happening. Sorry. So temp has got 13. So we overwritten num1, but still we have got the value of num1 in our temporary memory location. So now we are free to overwrite num2 with the value of the temporary memory location. So num2 is equal to, oh sorry about that, it's equals to temporary memory location value. And if we write this, we have swapped wonderfully. So this value we no longer need it. It was just for showing us that we still have got our value. So let me bring the things I deleted first, and I'll just cut this, okay, and put this down here so that you see that before swapping num1 it got 13, num2 20, and after the swapping num1 now has got 20 and num2 13. So we swapped now using the third variable, right? But that's not what our question is asking us. So this was fun, but that's not where we want to go. So now let's jump into where we needed. So I think I'll just remove these. Okay. Oh, I'm super tired now. So at this point we do not have another variable to store the value, so that we don't lose one of the variables value. So to do that, with simple mathematics, we could use multiplication or we could use addition. So addition parts work with subtraction, multiplication work with division. So I think I just confused you here, so let me just show you what I'm saying instead of just bragging. So okay, num1, we could say now num1 is equals to num1 plus num2. Okay, so at this point I think you have no idea of what I'm doing, right? Don't worry, we will get to where we want. Okay, so now we have got num1 has got now 33, right? So num2 has got still the value 20. So the 33 we found it by saying 20 plus 13, right? So now if you want to change the value of num2, we'll just say now the 33 value minus this 20 will get back to the 13, right? So it's just say now num1, because num1 now has got 33, right? So 33 minus 20 we will get 13 on num2, right? So this is simple. Please pay attention. This is very simple, it's nothing complicated, right? So now we've got 13 on our num2 and we've got 33 on our num1. If we just want to go back to 20, we just subtract now 33 minus the what, minus 13, right? So the value we want to change now is the num1, right? So we just say num1, and since now we are saying on num2 we have now 13, so we just say num1 is equals to num1 minus what, minus num2. Is it num2? It must be num2. Yes, it must be num2. Okay, so we swapped our values successfully. Num2 has got 13 now. At first it has got 20, and now num1 has got 20. So we could also do this using multiplication and division. So here we did it using the addition and subtraction. So here I could just say multiply, then here divide, then here divide. So now do the math on your notebook. You see that it's still the same, you just get the same answer. So this was fun, guys. I think you have got some shit in this video. So please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new to this channel, and show some love. Bye.